In this video, I'm going to show you what cards I have in my wallet for Q4 of 2025. These are credit cards to maximize rewards such as points and cashback, both personal and business. Then we have 2 debit cards with certain features that I like, and 1 more card that gets me certain special benefits that I'll talk about at the end. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel, we are all about maximizing credit card rewards, and I have redeemed credit card points for over $50,000 worth of free travel for me and my family over the past few years and earned many $1,000s worth of cashback. If you like the sound of all that, please subscribe, but let's get into the video. So first up is my gas card, the Gemini credit card. Now this is the Gemini credit card, and it earns 4% back in the cryptocurrency of your choice on gas purchases. For me, it's a really easy way of accumulating some Bitcoin. That's the cryptocurrency that I have it set at. And right now I'm trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible, just in case we do see a sudden pump in the price, like a lot of people are saying we will. And even if we don't, I'm confident that Bitcoin will hold on to its value and outperform stocks into the future. So it's a great investment to hold and just forget about. This card also offers 3% in crypto on dining and 2% on groceries. Both of those unlimited, but the 4% on gas is limited to $300 in spend per month though. So if I do go over that $300 spending, I don't go over it every month, but sometimes I might. If I do go over it, I keep another card in my wallet. The Wyndham Rewards Earner Business Card. So this one gets me 8 Wyndham points per dollar on gas spending, which is actually an 8.8% return if you consider that the points guy values Wyndham points at 1.1 cents per point. Originally, I got this card for the Wyndham Diamond status that it provides, which at the time I was able to match to Caesars Diamond and then to MDM Gold and a load of other statuses with casino resorts in Atlantic City and Las Vegas that got me loads of benefits, right? Like room upgrades and even free nights and stuff. They don't allow those status matches anymore, unfortunately, but I still keep the card for the point earning, and I have like 126,000 points in my Wyndham account right now. So, you know, I could probably go on a trip.
If I could go on a trip.
Yeah, no, I definitely can't.
Last time I used the points to book a hotel, but my trip then got canceled, so I canceled the hotel and the points went right back into my account. So I can't seem to find a way to use these Wyndham points, but I'm still thinking about how to use them. Maybe I can take the family down to Florida in the winter on a ski vacation or something. All right, let's move on to the next card. The Amex Gold card. So this is the Amex Gold. Actually, this is the white gold, the new design, limited edition they brought in recently. So this is really my workhorse card, okay? It gets me 4 points per dollar on dining and grocery. There's also a $50 Resi credit on the card for the second half of 2025 for restaurants in Amex's Resi program. And as you can see, I haven't used it yet, so I will be sure to use that before the year ends. Hence, I need to keep the card with me. And you can see that it also has a Dunkin' credit that I do use every month. It's just such a convenient place to stop by the drive-thru and get a coffee. And there's actually also this dining credit too for $10 per month. They've added Five Guys to that recently, not too long ago, and there is a Five Guys near my office, so I should probably start going there once a month to use that one as well. So I keep the Amex Gold in my wallet basically all the time, all right? Dining and grocery are my 2 most common spend categories, and then with all the different credits, I might as well use those every month to get money back on the annual fee, which is $325. Another cool thing about American Express is that the points all pool in one account, okay, no matter how many Amex cards you have. And so I have another Amex card that allows me to redeem the points that I earn from the gold for 1.1 cents in cashback per point. Let's talk about that next. But first of all American Express cards have these offers that you can add to your card that save you money or get you extra points. Like this one, where you get a $100 statement credit for spending $500 at Hyatt hotels. Or these ones here, where you can get extra points at some retailers. Now, you can go in and take a look and activate the ones you like, but an even better way is to get Max Rewards Gold, the sponsor of today's video. This app links to all your credit card accounts, regardless of which bank they're from, and displays info on all your cards in one place. So you can see your transactions, balances, points and rewards balances, and due dates without having to log into multiple banks' websites. And if you get the pro version of Max Rewards Gold, it will activate all of your Amex offers for you across all your Amex cards so that you never miss a deal. And when all your offers have been activated, new offers appear in your account that you never knew existed, and Max Rewards activates them too, saving you even more money. You can get a 7-day free trial and then a 3-month discount on the annual plan with my link below using code Hedges25 when you sign up. Do check it out. They've been one of our sponsors for a long time, and I do use Max Rewards myself. All right, so the next card is one with Amex offers and one very unique feature, and that is the Amex Platinum. So this is Amex's high-level travel card costing $8.95 per year. You can see I've got the kind of floral design, but there is the new mirror design that they brought in with a new refresh. Unfortunately, this is the Schwab version, and they haven't released the mirror design on that one yet. But anyway, this card does have a load of benefits that offset the annual fee. And that's really why I keep it in my wallet, okay, the credits, since the card just earns 1 point per dollar on most categories, except for air travel, where it earns 5 points per dollar, making it my go-to card any time I book a flight ticket. But it's not like I'm casually just booking flight tickets every day when I'm out and about, right? So you could just keep it at home, and when you book a flight ticket on the computer in the evening, you could use it. But really the main reason I keep it in my wallet now is for the Resi credit, which is $100 per quarter. So if I dine at any Resi restaurant, I do need to use the card to pay the bill so that I get that money back. Then there are also many other credits on the card that I might as well keep it in my wallet for. Like if I want to buy something on Lululemon at lunchtime on my computer at my office, I can do that. Or I could buy something from Saks while I'm just having some downtime while I'm working. So it's nice to keep it on me for those. And I also keep the card in my wallet because just flashing it at the counter gets me into the Centurion Lounge and also the Delta Sky Club when traveling. So I figure it's easier just to keep it with me all the time so I don't forget. And this card has another unique feature, and that is since it is actually the Charles Schwab version of the card, it means I can cash out Amex points for 1.1 cents per point into my Charles Schwab brokerage account. That isn't really a reason to keep it in my wallet, but just another reason to have the card in general. And in case you're wondering, yes, it is worth it for me to keep this card despite the annual fee. I get enough value out of the credits and all the points that I earn. All right, next card. And this one actually completes the Amex trifecta, okay, the set of 3 cards, and it is the Amex Green. So the reason I keep the Amex Green in my wallet is for the 3x points per dollar on transit that it offers. So anytime I take a subway, for example, in New York City, or I take an Uber or anything like that, I earn 3 points per dollar on this card, okay? It's the only card I have that has that category. Or actually, to put it more accurately, my wife earns 3 points per dollar since this is actually an authorized user card on her account, but it's all good. We often use the points together for a family trip anyway. All right, let's move on to our next card, the Chase Freedom Flex. Now, I do actually have 2 of these Freedom cards. One is a Freedom Flex, one is a regular Freedom, the old one that you can't apply for anymore. But actually at the moment, I'm just keeping one of them in my wallet, the Freedom Flex for quarter 4. The reason is that it earns 5 points per dollar on $1,500 in spend for the quarter in these categories on screen now, which most of them aren't that useful to me, but they include department stores, which I think is the only one that might be of some use this quarter for buying Christmas presents. So I keep just one of these cards in my wallet for quarter 4 since I'm not realistically going to max out the category, not going to max out that spend limit, so there's no point really keeping 2 on me. I choose the Freedom Flex because that one also earns a bonus multiplier on drugstores and on dining. It's also good to have a Freedom card since it's a MasterCard, and so if Amex isn't accepted somewhere, I can use this. And yeah, I know I already have the Gemini card and the Wyndham card too, which are a MasterCard and a Visa. But hey, if I'm earning just 1 point per dollar on some spending, I probably would prefer to have Chase points than Bitcoin or Wyndham points, since Chase points are actually worth 2 cents per point. All right, moving on to a couple of business cards. The Chase Ink Unlimited. So this card, the Ink Unlimited, is a great non-category spend card, and I use it for all day-to-day spending for my business. So if I need to buy some cleaning supplies for my Airbnb cabin, I use this card since it earns 1.5 Chase points per dollar on everything. Oh, and there is actually a $900 cashback offer right now. So if you do want to get this card or any of the other Ink cards, I'll put my referral link down below. A big thank you if you do use it. And if you're wondering, the Ink Unlimited has no annual fee. I do actually have other business cards though that I don't keep in my wallet that I use for different things. I have the Carrot card that earns me 5% on software subscriptions. I use that for my editing software, my payroll software, etc. each month. Then I also have the Ink Preferred, which is the card that gets me the ability to transfer points out to airlines or redeem for higher value within the Chase system, since I don't have a personal Sapphire card. So the Ink Preferred is my card for that. I call this the Keystone card, right? It's the one that kind of links them all together, but I don't keep it in my wallet. All right, let's now look at some debit cards. The Chase debit card. All right, so very simple. I have this Chase debit card with me so that I can get cash out of a Chase ATM directly from my bank account. Let's move on to the next debit card. The Charles Schwab debit card. So this is the Charles Schwab debit card, and this one refunds all ATM fees. So if I need to use a non-Chase ATM to withdraw cash that would normally charge a fee, I use this card. It's a little more hassle since I then need to refund myself for the withdrawal by transferring some money over from my Chase account to my Schwab account, since that's my investing account. I don't have income paid into it, but it beats having to pay like $3 to access my own money. And finally, the last card that I'm keeping in my wallet for Q4 of 2025 is this, the Priority Pass card. Now this one isn't a credit card, okay? It is a card issued as a benefit of the Amex Platinum, and it gets you into airport lounges. So when I travel at Christmas, we're probably going to be traveling economy this year. So this card will get me into lounges that aren't Centurion or Delta. Very useful when traveling on a budget. And if you have the Amex Platinum, definitely make sure you set up your Priority Pass and you get this card sent in the mail. All right, guys, that is the video for today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe for more tips like these. Don't forget to get a 7-day free trial of Max Rewards and then a 3-month discount on the annual plan with my link below and code Hedges25 when you sign up. Please subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.